Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to be looking into how to use Discord. Discord is the app that we've kind of settled on here to work with collaboration, to help each other chat, to help each other share things with one another. Discord offers instant and constant access to information that people are posting. For example, if you are offline for a while, Discord will keep a track of what everyone else has posted so that when you come back, you can always back read and see what people have posted. If someone needs to get your attention or you need to get someone else's attention, they can ping you on Discord, which will send a notification to your computer and your phone if you have the mobile app downloaded. This allows for instant communication between everyone involved in the process. And it allows for you to keep track of what people are saying, when they're saying it, and who's asking what kinds of questions, so that everyone can help everyone else out. So let's take a look at where to start. You're going to start off in first class. So when you log into first class, you're going to be going to Burns Internal, because in there will be an email from either myself or Mr. Denief with instructions. However, since this is a demo, I'm going to go into my inbox where I have an email already set up. So if I open up this email, we will find a link in there, discord.gg/something. So clicking on this link will open up the Discord app. Now it'll tell you Rhinabolo has invited you to join Burn staff. Rhinabolo is me. That is a character that I play in a video game because I also use this for some games that I play. So your username that it's asking you for should be your real name, because this is what's going to appear in our Discord. So I'm going to pick a good teacher name like Teacher McTeacherson. I'm going to hit continue. So Mr. McTeacherson here needs to prove that he's not a robot. And he's going to do that by apparently selecting crosswalks, because that makes sense. So we go ahead and make sure that I am not a robot, because Mr. McTeacherson is certainly not a robot. And cool. So it's now going to load up, and it's going to prompt me for an email address and a password. So for the email address, I would suggest using your school email address. This will allow you to recover your account if you ever forget your password, whatever the case may be. So for Mr. McTeacherson here, he is teach.mcteacherson@sdhc.k12.fl.us. He has the same horrible email address that all of us have. And his password is very secure. It is password. So I'm going to click on Claim Account. Now, in this case here, I'm not going to be able to claim the account since that school email address obviously does not actually exist. However, that doesn't really matter for this. So you can have your browser save your password if you like. Now, there's a button here to get the desktop app. Click that. That will download and install the desktop version of Discord. So you can use Discord through a browser. You can log into any computer without Discord installed on it, and you can use it through a browser similar to how you work with Office.com or something. However, for your own computer, I would suggest downloading the app. It makes things a lot easier. I apologize for Steve barking in the background there. He does this. So it's installed, and now it's setting up the opening up the app for me. So at this point here, you can basically forget about the browser. So it's going to ask me for my email and password, so that's the email and password I just set up. So teach.mcteacherson at blah blah blah, and my password is password. Let's make sure you type in our long, horrible email address correctly, like I did not, and click Login. So the first thing that you're faced with when you open up Discord is an area where it wants you to add a friend. So in this case here, we can ignore that for now, because we're not going to be going through and adding friends right yet. We want to focus here on the left, where you see a little Burns Bruin, it says Burn Staff. So go ahead and click on that. So this drops you into our welcome channel, where you will see a message in there from Mr. Denief saying, "Welcome to the Burn Staff Discord." You can also see a list on the right there of people who are signed in already. So we've had Miss Cruz and Miss Craddock actually testing this out for us. So welcome to the Burn Staff Discord. Let's start by joining some chat groups. These are groups that you're going to be in that allow you to chat with people that you work with. So you see we have two sections here. We have the legend and we have the icons below. So this tells you what each of these icons means. So we have office staff, support staff, 6th grade, 7th grade teacher, math teacher, science teacher, etc. All of them have their own icons, and you click the icons right down here in the bottom row. So Mr. McTeacherson, he is a 7th grade and 8th grade social studies teacher. So 7th and 8th grade, so he's going to pick 4 different categories. So he is a teacher, so he's going to be joining the teacher chat. So right here, we're going to look for this icon. He is a 7th grade teacher, he is an 8th grade teacher, and a social studies teacher. So we're going to look for the chalkboard teacher, going to click on that. We're also going to click on 7th grade, which is a silver little medal. Boop. Now, you can see we just opened up grade level discussion 7th grade. If I click on 8th grade, grade level discussion 8th grade. So these are chat channels for the 7th and 8th grade teachers. If I click on social studies, then we get the social studies chat just opened up to me. So these are a bunch of chat channels. So these allow me to chat with people who also fit into these categories. So for example, if I want to talk to all the 7th grade teachers, I'll go into the 7th grade chat. If I want to talk to all the 8th grade teachers, I can go into the 8th grade chat. I want to talk to all the social studies teachers, general social studies. Just the 6th grade social studies teachers, just the 7th grade, just the 8th, etc. We have channels for all those. So let's go into general. So as you can see, Ms. Craddock has already joined in here. And our honorary social studies teacher, Mr. Nanayev here, has shared a wonderful map of Florida that he just came across. There's probably a reason why he is not a social studies teacher. So let's see what Mr. McTeacherson has to say. So you can click right down the bottom where it says Message General Social Studies Discussion to start typing a message. So that's a great map. I'm sure the kiddos will learn a lot from this. So Mr. McTeacherson may not be the best geography teacher, but either way, he's here to help. So good for him. Now, as we're working on this, you can see that Lee Farrell is also in here. So Mr. Farrell is also another teacher at Burns, and he's going to see that message. And he's going to pop in and give some kind of a clever quip. Yes, you see there? Lee Farrell is typing. So let's see what Mr. Farrell has to say in response to this map. Mr. Farrell is typing away, and they sure will. It looks super accurate to me. This is probably why Mr. Farrell teaches robotics. But you can see here how we can communicate with each other quickly and simply through text. You can also drag in, like Mr. Nanayev did, pictures. You can just drag and drop things right from your desktop. You can drag and drop Word documents, PowerPoints, PDFs, any kind of file that you can think of, you can put in there. We also set up voice chat so that you all can actually talk to each other. So Discord actually bumped up some of their voice limits in response to this crisis that we're facing. So we can see right here, Mr. Farrell has just joined in the chat. So right now, Mr. McTeacherson and Mr. Farrell can talk to one another over the voice chat. 9 times out of 10, it will automatically set up your microphone and your speakers. Sometimes it does not. I apologize again for Steve. If it doesn't, let me or Mr. Nanayev know and we can help you out with stuff. So Mr. McTeacherson and Mr. Farrell having a good conversation, I assume, about how they're going to be helping their students out over the next several weeks and how we're going to implement e-learning and what that's going to look like for Burns Middle School. Now Mr. McTeacherson is done, so he's going to click disconnect. And now he's no longer in the chat channel, and Mr. Farrell, being very lonely in there, just left as well. So this platform allows us to go through, collaborate with each other. Everything under general chat, this section right here, the welcome, teacher's lounge, and general voice, these are available to the entire staff. So everyone can talk to everyone else in here. So we want to give everyone a chance to chat with everyone else. But we also want to give you your own areas where you can talk to just the people that you work with. So you can talk to just 7th or just 8th grade teachers to collaborate with them. You can talk with just your subject area and just your grade level within your subject area as well. To make sure that we're getting some good collaboration going on here, because I know a lot of you guys like working together and you work really well together, and we want to continue that through this time of somewhat hardship. Now, a few things to kind of ignore. Up here in the corner, so reaction roles, this is a piece of software that runs under Discord that we're using to help assign the roles. this is what actually works the magic in the background there when you click one of those reactions and you get these channels. So when it messages you, don't worry about it. You can also direct message with people. So let's say Mr. McTeacherson wants to mention something to Mr. Farrell, but doesn't want to like throw it out into the massive chat. So he's going to click that there, and this opens up a new private message. So I can spell my own name. So hi, Mr. Farrell. Why does your picture look like that? An excellent question, Mr. McTeacherson. I'm glad that you asked that. So Mr. Farrell is going to type up a reply to this message. So this allows you to do one-on-one conversation. Like let's say you're used to talking with your neighbor and you really kind of want to replicate that in a digital form. You can. So lucky for Mr. Farrell here, Mr. McTeacherson is very understanding. So to get back to the Burns chat, all he does is he clicks the Burns staff Bruin right up there. And this brings him back to the chat. So this platform will allow us to collaborate effectively together. Now there are some settings that you guys may want to change. One of the biggest ones that's been mentioned to me is the overall appearance. So if we go into settings and we go down to appearance, you can change the theme from dark to light. So light gives you black text on a white background, dark gives you white text on a black background. So whichever one is easier for you to see. I've heard from a lot of people that the black text on a white background is much easier for them to read. So there is a way to set that up for you. So a couple other things that I wanted to demo to you were a couple of the other options within the settings. So we go back into settings. Let's go to notifications. So notifications are one of the most powerful things within Discord. So we have here enabled desktop notifications, the unread message badge, and taskbar flashing. So let's say I'm not in Discord for a while. I'm off doing other things. I'm doing EdConnect here. And Lee Farrell is going to send me a message. So Lee Farrell just sent me a message. So if I look in here, I see the red badge. I see the server's badge. That means that someone has mentioned specifically me. And tells me where. Ah, Teacher McTeacherson. Hey there, pay attention to me. I don't want to pay attention to you. So you just ping me again. So if I go back to Discord, oh, please, please, please. Okay, so Lee Farrell really wants me. So this tells you where people are pinging you. So again, if I go to a different channel here, you can see there, you just lit up with a notification to let me know that that a notification just came in there. This person's being very annoying. So it's generally best to use a little bit of use a little bit of social awareness when you're pinging people. You ping people by doing @, and you can see it actually brings up a list of people that you can ping. You can also just start typing in their name. So Lee Farrell. But you can see here, let's say I wanted to do. You can also ping all the language arts staff. I could ping all the 6th grade teachers. Ping admin. So whoever it is that you end up pinging, whoever it is that you want to send a message to, you're having an issue with how this works. You can ping technician. So that would ping, in this case, myself and Mr. Deniath. So these notification abilities within Discord to get people really help quite a bit here. That's actually my wife right there, who just responded. So, with all this in mind, there's so many options within Discord here. One other one that I wanted to share with you is the ability to screen share. If I go into Social Studies Talk, I click Go Live. I'm going to go to Screens. So screens right here, this tells you to pick which screen. Screen 1 of my computer, because I only have one screen, and Go Live. So now, you can see here, I'm streaming my screen. And over on Mr. Farrell's computer here, I can see here, oh, Teacher McTeacherson is live. So I can click on Join Stream. And now, I am viewing Teacher McTeacherson's screen. So everything that he does, I see in pretty much real time. So he can bring up this here and go to one of his favorite websites. So using this, you can demonstrate virtually anything to other people. You can even demonstrate things like PowerPoints, if you so choose. So if I wanted to play a PowerPoint to everyone in here, I absolutely could. Go away. So now, you can see a PowerPoint that I'm giving you all. And this can be streamed to up to 50 people. So with this in mind, we have a lot of power at our disposal here. And when I'm done, all I do, stop streaming. And then I can just hang up. And over here, I close my stream. I can hang up too. So Discord gives us a lot of powerful options to share and collaborate with each other. And I hope that this ends up working out well for us. So it is our sincere hope that Discord will allow us to work together effectively, to keep our collaboration going, and to set ourselves up for success over the coming weeks here. Everything that we do here obviously is geared towards making sure that the kiddos are doing good things. Please, we are open to any feedback that you guys may have. We set this up, both Mr. Nath and myself are relatively familiar with this app. If there are things that are that you are lost on, if there are things that you are not sure how to accomplish, if you get stuck in something, please let us know. So that way we can pass that knowledge on to other people who may be struggling with the same kind of thing. So, good luck. Let's work hard here. Let's work together on this. And fingers crossed, we'll get through all this just fine. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all in Discord. Again, look out for Mr. Lee Farrell. See you there.